Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. So last week we talked about having a healthy pregnancy using natural products from Young Living. Tonight I wanted to follow that up with supporting your postpartum recovery with things from Young Living and natural options. So since the Zoom call time wasn't great for people at 7 and it would have been the same group of ladies that would have been looking at that, I figured I'll just jump on, do it here. Y'all can catch it whatever works for you. So I'll jump right in and keep this as short as possible. I apologize if I sound like a frog. I have not had this thing all day, and now that I'm going to talk, it's going to bother me, and I don't have my oils in here to help me, which was really dumb. I should have brought some with me, but I'm going to jump right in. So one of the most important ways to support your body when you're, I don't want to say recovering from childbirth because it's not an injury, but when your body is returning to normal after all of 9 months of pregnancy and giving birth, nutrition is huge. So my favorite thing that I probably talk about in just about every class I teach is Ningxia Red. This is our whole body wellness juice, great for energy, immune support, heart health, eye health, and so many other things. So this is super great. I loved having this on those days where I just started to feel really woozy. I would carry the 2-ounce packs with me, basically like a adult juice box kind of thing. I would carry those with me anywhere I went. I remember sucking them down in the aisles of Walmart on occasion because I would just start to feel my body just drain, and I would get kind of woozy and feel unsteady, and I would drink that and just perk right back up. So I loved having those in my diaper bag, in my purse, wherever I needed to keep them. And those are great because it's not sweetened with sugar. It's stevia sweetened and has all sorts of, I can't think, I'm sorry, fruit juices and things in it that also give it the flavor, as well as some of our citrus oils. So love, love, love Ningxia Red. Could not love something more. And if you're going to get like just one thing, that would be the one thing I would tell everyone to try, no matter what stage of life you're in. Another one, I've got my notes over here, so forgive me if I'm glancing aside. Another one is Super B. We talked about this in relation to pregnancy last week. This is just as important to carry over into your postpartum because it's going to help flip switches and things in your brain that will help with all of those crazy emotions that you get after having baby. There's hormone changes and all those things that just can really mess with you. Super B is super important to have because those B vitamins do help support the brain health, which then supports your emotional well-being as well. So I love it for that. I still take it for that every single day when I have my pills dished out. If I have not taken the time to lay my supplements out, then I don't get to them. So long as I actually stay on the ball with that, then I take it every day. On the days where I'm busy and they're not laid out, like today, I don't get to them, but that is really good. It's also great for energy support. B vitamins are a natural boost that way. So those 3 things alone are huge, huge reasons to have those B vitamins that you need in your body. And you cannot, no, I don't want to put it that way. Your body will flush what you don't use, is what I'm trying to say. It's a water soluble vitamin. So you can take multiple of them. I take up to 4 tablets a day if I'm really having a rough day mentally. Then I'll take like 2 at breakfast, 2 at lunch later if I feel I need them. Because they give me a bit of an energy boost, I usually don't take them any later than like 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but everybody's different. So just kind of find what works for you, but you don't have to worry about that being harmful for you or baby. If you're breastfeeding, whatever, your body will flush it out of your system. It may make your urine bright yellow. That's okay. Don't let that like freak you out. Another one that I love to recommend for mamas who have just had babies is Essential Zymes. This is a digestive supplement, so it's going to help everything in that track stay normal. So it's great for digestion support. It helps you to break down the foods properly, and then because of that, as a byproduct, you're also going to get more out of the food nutritionally. And when you are feeding baby and recovering yourself, you really need to be getting everything you possibly can out of the foods you're eating. And then a kind of fun one, we need to stay hydrated. If you're nursing baby, even if you've chosen to formula feed baby, which is perfectly fine, I'm not saying that's wrong. However you mama needs to take care of your baby is the best way for you. Go for it. But when you're coming out of something as intense as being pregnant and then labor, you need to stay hydrated. We all need to be hydrated anyway. And I can honestly say this is one of the hardest things for me, is to remember to grab water and drink it. But one of the ways that I love to help myself stay on track with that is using Young Living's Vitality Drops. So they come in little squeeze bottles. They're about yay big. I think I have one. It's an empty one, but I think I have one. Where'd it go? Oh, there they are. Okay. So they come in little bottles like this. And they're great because you can just squeeze them out the top. This is lavender lemonade, and there's also bergamot grapefruit, and those two flavors come in, it says plus electrolytes. Hey Maurice. So those are great for helping your body get those trace minerals and things that you need. And then we also have jade lemon berry and spearmint tangerine. So those are also plus energy. So those will give you kind of a natural energy boost as well. So you can go with the plus electrolytes, plus energy. You can get all 4 of them and do a little bit one part of the day, do a little bit, in the afternoon when you need to pick me up, whatever. So those are great. And then the natural boost of energy that comes with the ones that are plus energy comes from tea leaves. So it's not like artificially sourced caffeine. You don't have to worry about that either. And it's a very small amount of caffeine, enough to give you a pick me up, but not like unsafe if you're breastfeeding. So those are great. Practical or nutritional options. And then I wanted to move into some practical helps for mom as she's recovering, whether that be from a C-section or a vaginal delivery. Either one, that's a lot of recovery. So one of my favorite things when I recovered from having James was our Clariderm spray. So I actually used this the last, probably about somewhere between the last 10 and 5 weeks of my pregnancy. I don't remember exactly when it arrived. But as soon as I got it, I started using it. And I would just spray that down there to help my skin prepare to deliver that baby. I had very minimal tearing, which was wonderful because that was definitely one of my goals, was to not tear significantly. And James wasn't very big. He was 7 pounds, 13 ounces. So it wasn't like I was delivering a huge baby, but to push something like the size of a watermelon out of you, it is kind of intimidating. But you can do it. God created us to do that. We can do it. But sometimes it does end up being a little painful and there are wounds, but this really helps to prepare the skin. But on the flip side, after you've delivered baby, it also helps with relieving discomforts when you use the bathroom, because that can be quite an experience in and of itself. And it's just really great for keeping the skin there healthy and helping to facilitate the recovery after all of that has happened. Another thing that I loved for that kind of purpose is copaiba oil. So this comes in one of our typical colored labels for topical and aromatic use, and then it also comes in a white label in our Vitality line, which is generally regarded as safe for ingestion. So this oil, I chose to ingest it. I would put 2 or 3 drops in a vegetable capsule and take it at least once a day because it helps to balance the body's natural inflammation response. So our body should have some inflammation in it. It's a natural thing in the body, but when something as, I don't want to use the word traumatic, as big as labor happens, our body is responding almost in a way as if it were injured, even though obviously we weren't. Some labor may, if you've had a C-section or whatever, you may be recovering from that incision, that kind of thing. This would also be great for that. You can use it topically around your incision site to help with the healing there. Clariderm could also be sprayed around the incision site. Obviously, that wasn't something I personally dealt with, but it's just great for the skin all the way around. So both of these would be good for both those situations. But I took it because I could feel that I felt swollen. And so I took this to help me with that kind of discomfort and that feeling. and I could definitely feel a difference even just the first day that I took it. So I like to recommend that mamas have that on hand. Plus then when your baby starts teething, which is a whole nother phase down the road, but when that starts happening, you can take that oil, because it's in the Vitality line, and you can rub it right on baby's gums, and that just helps to soothe their gum and helps with that inflammation response in their body as well. So it's great for mama when baby's first born. It's great for baby further down the road when they teeth. So I love how these things move from one phase right into the next. Another practical help that I think every mama should have on hand is Ningxia Zing. Ningxia Zing is our natural energy drink. Way more than just brand new mamas use, way more people than just brand new mamas use this, and I still use this. But it's one thing that I think is really important to have in your arsenal, because there will be those nights where you do not sleep. And even if you get to take a nap, sometimes you just do not feel like you have any motivation or energy to do anything. These are like 8 fluid ounce size cans that you can pop open and enjoy. It's kind of like it has a wolfberry base, so a little bit fruity, and then it also has some black pepper oil to kind of balance out that sweet. It's got the natural caffeine like the Vitality drops do. It's 35 milligrams, I think, is the measurement of caffeine. So again, not enough to cause issues if you're breastfeeding, but enough to give you that pick me up. And it's just lightly carbonated and super refreshing. I love Zing. And again, it's naturally sweetened, so it's not going to spike your blood sugar. It's got that stevia in there and some of the other fruit oils or fruit purees and that kind of thing, or fruit concentrates, whatever the term is. Fruit flavors that are natural, nothing fake. Another practical help that came out after I had James, but I would have loved to have this on hand, is our CBD muscle rub. So like we covered last week, our CBD is completely THC free. There is nothing in it that's going to give you any kind of psychedelic response. It's not going to show up on a drug test. It's not going to harm the baby by you having it in your system, nothing like that. It's infused with different essential oils to help soothe tense muscles. So the CBD itself helps with that. Then it's infused with the oils. So you've got like that double whammy going on there for you. So that is perfectly safe to use, and it is absolutely amazing. Another practical help if you don't want to go the CBD route is our Panaway oil. So I love using this like on my shoulders, my neck, anywhere that I may be feeling tense or stiff or sore. This is a blend of peppermint, clove, wintergreen, and helichrysum. So some of those can feel a little spicy on the skin, so you may want to dilute that. I can put it on straight and it doesn't bother me. But some people don't like it feeling warm or whatever. So if that's something that you're kind of sensitive to, you can dilute that with a carrier oil. A carrier oil is just a fatty oil like coconut oil, jojoba, almond, grapeseed, anything like that. Olive oil would work as well. So that's an option. And another practical help for the appearance of our skin. So mamas come away with some serious marks in our skin after carrying those babies for 9 months. And especially if you did have a C-section and you have that incision. A great thing that you can do for the appearance of your skin is our Cellulite Magic Massage Oil. And it comes in a large bottle like this. And they do come with a pump top. This one I haven't opened yet, so the pump's not on it. But I love that massage oil. It smells like citrus amazingness, and it feels so, so good. And all of the things in it are formulated to promote the wellness of the lymphatic system, and it also helps with the appearance of your skin. So I have a mark on my knee right now from a collapsible laundry basket that popped out a piece of metal and scratched me when I didn't realize that metal was popped out of it. And it left quite a red mark across my knee. So I've been applying that every night to my skin, and I'm already seeing improvements in that mark. It's fading, it's starting to go away, and I am so, so excited about that because it's nasty looking. And I don't want it there just from doing laundry. But this also can help like with puffiness under your eyes. Whatever excess I have after rubbing it on my knee, I will wipe under my eyes because all of us mamas fight that. And like I said, it's great for lymphatic health. So our lymphatic system is important to our immune system as well. They're almost intertwined. They're like really hard. to separate from each other. So you want to keep that lymph fluid in the body moving to help flush toxins and all of those kind of things, and so you don't end up with puffiness and, looking like that. So I don't know how to explain that in a compliant way, so I'll just for you. But I love that massage oil. It feels so, so good. And to keep lymph healthy, all you have to do is just like rub your skin and put just enough pressure there to kind of just move the skin. You don't have to push hard at all. So with that, I love to just put it on, have Jared gently rub it into my back or whatever. And it feels so, so good. And like I said, it smells like citrus amazingness. So if you are, let me make sure I'm right with this before I say it. Yes, there is wheat germ oil in here. So if you are like super extremely sensitive to like wheat, topically, smelling, touching, whatever, this may not be something you would want to go for. I cannot eat wheat, but I can use that and not have a problem. So if that's any kind of reference, take it for what it's worth. And then the last thing I have in the practical helps is our feelings kit. So this is 6, you guys, I can count, I really can. 6 different oil blends that are put together into this kit to help with your emotional wellness. So this is great to use anytime you're dealing with something big emotional. The first time I got it and used it was after James was born, because all of those postpartum hormones were absolutely taking me down. And at that point, I didn't know anything about using Super B for emotions, because when you're in a highly stressed or emotional state, your body will burn through vitamin B to try to help you process all that. So I didn't know anything about that at that point. I think I was taking B, but probably like not enough to really replace what my body was burning, because we can't produce that on our own. But sorry, jumping back. Anyway, that's like one of my passion things, is like people need to know. You need that bit of nutrition for your brain and for your emotions. But anyway, the feelings kit, this comes with Valor. So this is a blend that Gary Young put together based on what Roman soldiers would apply before they went into battle. So this invokes feelings of courage. It helps to ground you, prepare you for whatever you may be facing in a given day. It also is really great for tense muscles as well. I love it for that. It just promotes balance in the body. It helps to encourage the spine to be where it should be. And I love to apply it before and after chiropractor appointments. Totally side note there. Great for feelings. Also great for that. Harmony, another wonderful blend to just help you be in a state of just like being okay with other people. It helps you deal with other people. It helps you deal with things that you may not feel comfortable with. The names sound crazy. It may sound a little woo-woo. I was very skeptical of emotional oils until I tried them. And let me tell you, God created plants. Plants are what these oils are made from. And I really believe that God gave Gary a lot of wisdom when he put these things together. And God can use these to support you as well in correlation to devotions and that sort of thing. So don't be like freaked out by them. The names may sound odd, but they really do work. There is like a scientific reason why these oils can go in and affect like the limbic center in our brain, where our emotions are, and all that. Forgiveness is another blend in this. So with these, I would put Valor on my feet and over my heart. Harmony can go over the heart. Forgiveness goes around the belly button. Don't ask me why that works. I have no idea, but it does. Then there is Inner Child. So this kind of helps you, brings you back to that point of like, kids are not afraid to, typically when they're little, kids are not afraid to just be themselves and do their thing. So this kind of helps bring you back to that, to just help you reconnect with who you are, because when you're in highly emotional states, you can get pretty detached from that. And this one goes under your nose. I think like you put a drop like under your nose. You could also do over your heart. Any of your emotional oils can go like between your eyebrows, on the crown of your head, over your heart, your wrist. But there is kind of like a protocol to using these that you can follow. You don't have to, but you can. And then present time just helps you to be present in the moment you're living in. In that my particular case, it helped me to enjoy having that new baby at home and having Jared home and my mom and sister here to help and all that kind of thing. And then also release, Valor is my top favorite oil of all of Young Living oil, period, which is, it's hard to choose just one that's my favorite. That one for sure is. Thieves would be my second favorite after that because of all its immune boosting properties, and it smells like fall. But in my top, probably like 5 or 10 is Release. This one is one I use all the time. It is the only one out of this kit that I went and bought another bottle of because I just had to have it. I can't describe to you what it smells like. I should have brought it in here to try to do that for you. It is probably a little more flowery than like, it's not a citrus, it's not woodsy, it's probably a little more on the flowery side, but I love it. You rub it over your liver. There is something in our body that just works, that when you hang on to negative emotions, they build up in the liver, and we really need our livers to be healthy for like all the rest of us to be healthy, because it acts like a filter for the rest of our body. So when things are building up there and that's weighing on the liver, it will weigh on you in other ways. You will start to see your emotional unwellness manifest in other ways, physically. So you rub that over your liver. I like to put a drop of it in the shower and just kind of let it diffuse as I shower. I put it in my diffuser, especially at night. I was struggling to sleep last week, and I was using oils, but for some reason there was just something that was keeping me from sleeping. And Jared put Release and a couple other of our emotional blends in the diffuser. I didn't even know he had done it because he usually just fills the diffuser with whatever at night. I don't usually be like, hey, what exactly is in there? He just does whatever he wants, and that's fine. We get the benefits of whatever's in there every time. So he put that in there and told me the next night, and I was like, whatever you did, it worked. And he was like, oh, I had Release and like, I think it was Stress Away and Sacred Mountain or something like that. And I was like, well, whatever you did, do again, because I slept, and I slept again, and he helped get me back on track. So that was great. So those are my tips as far as products that I love to have on hand or recommend that mamas have on hand. So I am super excited. This is May. It's the month of Mother's Day. We're like less than a week away from Mother's Day. So Young Living has rolled out a really exciting way for you to become a new member at an entirely like reasonable price. And did I say entirely? An entirely reasonable price. Not that our prices aren't reasonable otherwise, because you always get everything like half off and something free, but our basic starter kit, which used to be $40 and lately has been $35, they are knocking down to $25 for the entire month of May. And I'm so stoked about this, because that is the lowest price point I have ever seen for anyone to get in Young Living. So it comes with 2 packets of Ningxia Red, so you would have those to try and keep on hand. It comes with a bottle of our Thieves hand sanitizer, which, you guys, best hand sanitizer I have ever tried. It doesn't smell nasty. There are no chemicals in it that are going to harm you or baby. And it smells amazing, and a little bit goes a really long way. So I love that hand sanitizer. It kills bad germs without harming the good bacteria that we actually need on our hands, and it does not dry your hands out, which is just awesome. It also comes with, well, actually right now it comes with little sample size packets. There's like 10 of them. I forgot that they're coming in packets. But you may get a packet, you may get a bottle. Whatever you get, you'll get hand sanitizer. And then it comes with a container of our Thieves mints, which are great, and also a bottle of our Stress Away. So every new parent needs a bottle of Stress Away. It's like vacation in a bottle, and the name tells you everything. And then it also comes with a roller fit mint. So you get all of that, which is over like $40 worth of product right there for $25. Lifetime membership with Young Living, which means you get access to the 24% member discount for life. You get access to my team page, the larger team pages in education that I'm a part of. So you will have a support group and oily family right off the bat. They're going to help you answer questions, teach you whatever you want to know. Probably more than you want to know, but I love having access to all that. So you can get that kit, and then you can add anything we've talked about tonight to that kit and get the member discount on it. And any order over $100 or PV product value gets free shipping. So there's also that option as well. So that's like kind of like a customizable way that you can start. If you just wanted to start with Ningxia Red, there's a basics bundle, or I'm sorry, a starter bundle with the Ningxia Red. You get 2 large bottles of it, 30 of the 2-ounce packets. That's like 130 ounces of Ningxia Red, and you can take like 1 or 2 ounces every day. So do the math. That'll last you a while. And you also get 14 tubes of our Ningxia Nitro, which I did not talk about, and I should have. Ningxia Nitro is like our cognitive support shot. It's similar to kind of like a 5-hour energy sort of thing, but it's got cognitive support as well as usually gives a lot of other people an energy boost because it has those B vitamins in there. So you get 14 of those in that pack as well. And again, you can add whatever you want to it. It comes with all of the membership perks. There's also our regular oil kit. If you wanted to go that route, there's a CBD kit that muscle rub would come in, as well as a calm roller and our citrus CBD oil. I'm trying to think if there's any other ones that I've left out that'll be relevant. I don't think so, but you can go to the website and check it out. You can also just order retail. If you don't want to set up a membership, you can pay that extra 24% and just get whatever you want. But those are like the 3 ways you can do it. If you start with a membership kit, then you can, hang on a second. Sorry, I wasn't sure I was going to cough or what I was going to do, but I could just feel something. You also have access to our loyalty program, loyalty rewards. So currently that is a 50 PV, $50 order per month that you get to customize. You can change your date. It's free to join and free to cancel at any point. You immediately start earning 10% back on whatever you order. So if you get that basic kit and add $50 to it, or if you get a starter bundle, you can automatically make that your first loyalty rewards order and automatically earn $10 back in free points. So all the starter bundles automatically earn you $10 back in points, which you can spend on like just about anything in Young Living. There's very few products that you cannot redeem your points for. So Jared and I actually got the Feelings kit with our free points. So even like the really big, nice stuff, you can save your points up and get for free. I love how they give us that option. So those are the way to start. If you want to know more about how to do that, I can send you my link. I can send you my QR code, whatever would work best for you. Just let me know. I'm more than happy to answer questions about any of the products that I talked about tonight. Now, I am sure that we all know someone who is pregnant or about to have a baby. Sorry guys, that told me it paused. Hopefully it won't do that again. I'm almost done. But it would be a big favor to me if you would share this video with anyone you know who this could help. I would love to reach out to them as well and help them on their journey to wellness and all of those things. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and thank you for tuning in.